Okay, hello all of you sexual souls wanting to get down to business, meaning the reading today. And I was like, what am I going to do today? I was sitting here, I was like, what am I going to do? And I thought, I have done one of these probably recently because these are just fun, easy readings to do. So what are they thinking right now? But I wanted to take a little bit further and go a little bit more in depth and kind of look at like what the fuck is going on in the whole situation. Because I like to look at the bigger picture. We're gonna have 3 groups because I'm probably going to be a bit longer with these readings. So we're going to do 3 groups, and I have no crystals because my curtains are closed and my crystals are in my window or behind there, but I'm too lazy to go over there because those crystals are the ones that I kind of like to leave there, if you get my vibe. Yes, so choose a number. Actually, I do this on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. I'll put the thing up here. I'll put like little stickers or something here so you can choose one of those maybe instead. And yes, we'll get straight into the reading, and the link or the timestamps are in the description below. Okie doke. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. So we are going to use, I actually have a little thing I can share with you guys. It's a little hack. I don't know if this is a hack. This is just something I do for fun. I've mixed all of my tarot decks, and because of the reading I'm doing today, I usually mix them for different things. So these are all the major arcanas from 3 of my favorite decks. So if I feel like I need to pull a major arcana card, because I hear clairaudiently for like questions, so I'll hear the question that I need to ask next for specific things. Sometimes, not always, I do readings like this, but sometimes I like to do them this way because it kind of just it's like a thread of wisdom and it just leads the way for me. And I'm not going to pre-pull today, so if you don't mind, I'm going to do it this way. First card we have is the Sun card, reversed. The Hanged Man. I'll show you the cards actually in a minute because you don't really know what I'm asking. Okay. Spicy. And last, oh, double lovers. Okay, group number 1, and they're both upright, so this is good. Oh, this is really, really good. Okay, so the Sun card reversed. Okay, because this is the lovers card that I have first. Okay, and the color, because it's connected color wise, red is for me in this sense about the passion that is on a soul level. It's not even passion at this point. It's like you can feel their energy to a point where it's like you get hot. If they're hot or they're getting hot flushes, you will get hot flushes. It's like this extra level of added emphasis to the relationship right now. But because the Sun is reversed, it sort of feels like they are realizing that there needs to be some sort of a the Hanged Man here at the top. The Hanged Man for me is sort of giving me the feeling, in this case, I like this Hanged Man. There's all these roses growing all around her, and it's beautiful, but when I think on roses, I think on the thorns. And to be honest, there's a lot going on there around, okay, in this card. There is a lot going on around this Hanged Man. So the person that you're thinking on, I feel that you've obviously flipped their world right around when it comes to love and romance and everything beautiful in regards to that, okay? And roses are red. Whoa, I heard that very clearly, and it goes with what we're saying. Roses are red, violets are blue. I don't know what to say when it comes to loving you. Whoo, girl. Look at me, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it because my guides are keeping me in check. Okay, so the lovers here. This is a lovely lovers card because it's the same sex, which I think is quite unique in this sense because even though it might not be a same-sex relationship, I feel like both of you are balanced in regards to that sort of energy. So both very feminine energies or both very masculine energies, okay? But for some reason it just works. Okay, but what I think that this person is thinking, that they don't fully understand sometimes when it's not working. They don't get it. They're like, why is it not working anymore? Like, why did we go through that? They can't really grasp the meaning of cycles, let's call it. So there is a feeling here of they needed to go and work on their shit. Soul purpose sort of stuff. Okay, so that's what I feel like is going on right now with this person. They really want to work on what is important to them on a solar level, because we have the Sun card. So that is just the thing here, because on both sides I feel like the unity is there. I'm hearing the unity with you is definitely there, because you have double lovers. That's just like choices and choices and choices of things, and plans for the future here, because there's two snakes as well. So I am feeling that to some people, when they see it, they would feel like, how do these people balance each other out? And I think that they might get, I'm hearing it, I think that they get that a lot. It's like, how do you both work together? Like, how does that happen? Or people are thinking that because of the air energy here with this card. People are thinking, how do these two Geminis work? Like, what is that about? Like, aren't they both like confused about how similar they are, but also how opposite they act? Okay, so this is in their head recently, I'm hearing, with whoever you're thinking about. Okay, let me see. Okay, what would they say, or what are they thinking about? What are they really thinking about? Three of Cups. Oh my god. So I don't know if this is a new thing or not, but they really would love for you to be introduced to their friend circle. Okay, so if you haven't met their friend circle yet, they might be wanting to tell you about this. Or what do they think about your friend circle? I just need to pull an oracle for this one. I'm hearing pink. Pink makes the boys wink. So stupid. I don't know what that would mean. Completion. Oh my god, I think that is like, once you both like meet each other's friends and you all can sort of like go out together, like your friend group, their friend group, they feel like that's it. That's the whole puzzle's complete. But I think with the number 4 here, and with there's a brain as well in the background, this card gives me that feeling of you just come from different parts of the world and might not always think or agree on things in the same way. Okay, so that is that Gemini energy that I was hearing about earlier on. It's just that you just come from different sides of the story when it comes to your relationships and stuff like that. And that is also your friend groups, I feel. Okay, so that is something that is definitely on their mind. They're trying to figure out, like, how can they make it work? What is the missing piece? Because there's a little puzzle piece there she's holding. What is the missing piece to our friendships? And it could be, for a very small portion of you, it could be as well like that they want to be best friends first, but I don't feel like that's for everybody. Or it started off that way, because that's a vibe. So that's for some people. It started off as friends and now it's developed more. But I don't want to go off on, I don't want to talk too much about that, because I'm hearing like that's like, well, I'm hearing 50% of you, so. But I want to go with what I want to go with. Your views on the words I'm hearing, or your culture. Let's see what that is. Is there anything that they, when it comes to that is holding them back, or are they so open about it? Yeah, 9 of Wands. Okay, that's why I asked that. 9 of Wands. There is something I feel here. They feel that they're not allowed to cross certain boundaries, or they're not allowed to ask certain questions. Okay, because you're very passionate about, this is like a, you know what I think about when I see this? This is like, when people say this is a closed practice, I get that sort of a feeling. It's not that you say that, or maybe some of you do, or you just don't want to open up about it because you feel that they won't understand what it is, or blah blah blah. And I do get that they don't always know that, okay? Because this Hanged Man, they work on their shit, they do their things, and they know and understand what what it is that they want to create in this world. Okay, and that's the thing about the roses that's all around them. The roses are all around them, but sometimes when they, you know, they see your beauty, they admire your beauty, but then they grab a bunch of roses and they're like, the thorns, oh my god, because they get overwhelmed by this intense energy with the lovers. Okay, because it's not only a solar thing, like it's connected so much to their soul, it's also that it is, they're scared. They're a little scared that something could go wrong. So that's what they're thinking about a lot of the time. It's like, oh yeah. You need to talk to them. What I'm hearing. You need to talk to them because they overthink the small things that don't really matter. Who cares if someone in your friend group doesn't like them? Who cares if you don't like someone in their friend group? It's not that big of a deal. True love come to me. Okay, so they really, really do love you. Like, this is too much love, but it will calm down. So it's like they were eagerly seeking this kind of a connection, and now that they have it, they need to really calm the 𝐫𝐞𝐚𝐝𝐧𝐠. We say that in Ireland, but I don't think you would. Not other people in the world. Calm the 𝐫𝐶𝐴 means like reel it in. Okay. It's such a funny thing. I can't believe I said that. Calm the 𝐫𝐶𝐴 is like, don't get overly excited to the point where you shit yourself. Like, just calm down. Like, it's okay. Let me see. What next? Okay, let me look at their work, because they're obviously thinking about like what they want to do with that Hanged Man. And I think that they feel like you know what you're doing. Ace of Swords. Okay, this is the thing that's why that Hanged Man is there. They are all knotted up. Okay, this is a big rope with knots in the background. They're completely, and again that looks like a brain, which would make sense. Okay, they are trying to catch the focus. They are really wanting to talk about it with you, meaning they want to talk about their work. They want to ask your opinion on like what you think, because at the minute their mind and what they're thinking right now in regards to their work, I'm hearing, is really mind-boggling to them, and they're just like, I can't be dealing with this alone. I need someone's advice. Five of Swords. Yeah, because it's just become the polarization of this isn't equal completely. So it's like there's like more good things happening, I'm hearing, for them. There's more good things happening, but at the same time they're afraid now, because they can sense the new beginning, because the Ace of Swords is that new beginning, and it's Ace of Swords is like, okay, cut your shit out, sort it out. And I think they need that. Do they need that? Let us see. Do they need that? That was on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, they need that strength card. So that was the last card. And King of Pentacles. So obviously they're very focused on they really want to focus on their work. Yeah. Okay. In regards to this person now, like their whole well-being, their energy that they're giving off. Again, wow. Okay, I was right. I just shut it out. King of Pentacles. So this is good energy for me. I feel that that is where their mind is at. Their mind is very focused on making sure that they have the money that they need to succeed. So this is really good. I like that. So I think that this is yeah. I don't know how long you've been together, but you're at this point, I'm hearing, in the relationship where it's this halfway point, I'm hearing. So it's kind of like went through the honeymoon phase or whatever, and it's like at this halfway point, and every relationship goes in cycles, but you got to the bottom, and the bottom is the lovers. They're having to choose between love life, because love life has been going so well, like everything has been going really good, but they know that roses are red, violets are blue. I need to work on my work stuff. Are you going to be okay? Are you? Sorry, why am I rhyming today? And now I'm hearing a song in my head. Oh my god, what is that song? Florence Machine. I don't know where to put my love. Na, 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 na. I don't know. Hope you know that song. They don't know where to put their love. Okay? Because they want to put more of their energy into their work. Because if they want it to work, they need the structure for it to work. And that number 4, I'm remembering from that oracle card, is that structure that I was talking about. They need it to be structured. So there could be Virgo energy here, because King of Pentacles kind of gives me off that Virgo vibe with this situation as well. So that is what I want to say about that. Next, what am I? Okay, higher self, come in here. Oh, okay. Okay. They're showing me a little bit of sadness now. Okay. Oh. 7 of Cups reversed. Oh, okay. They're a little bit sad about it. Okay, I see this now. They're overly fantasizing about the wrong things. And I think that this is why you might have noticed a certain mood change, because my mom closed the door and I heard that. As I heard the door close, it's like giving me images of what has happened. So with these opportunities, which is what this card is about, and it being in reversed, it's like potential. These are the things that you could potentially have happen, but there's no fucking guarantee with this, okay? So, because cups, water energy in general is fluid. It can do what it wants. It's you know, it can evaporate. It can just go where it wants to go. If you're not going to seize the moment and contain the water in the cup, then it's, you know. So emotions is the thing here with this. It's like they really, really like going very deep, and they're very passionate about what they want on an emotional level, because they do really like to go deep with people. But I think that they've sort of found with you is that the deeper that they try to go with you, it's not always what it seems to be, and they get a little bit surprised and they get this feeling of like, oh, okay, maybe they're not like that. Maybe I was picking up wrong. I got a text message. Let me just see what word I see. Oh, Virgo. I just looked at something and it's a message from someone. I just seen Virgo. So Virgo is a very big energy here. I know actually that in Sky Astrology, Mercury is in Virgo. So this could be going back to someone because they weren't okay. I don't want to go too deep into that. Just like when things happen around me, this is a little tip for people. When things are happening around you, don't ignore them and get frustrated, like my mom closing the door. I got a text message, something falling off the shelf. These are signs from spirit. So I'm just saying that because I feel like this group would benefit from knowing that, because I feel like you might have had situations like that before. Okay, last few cards. Let me see. Eight of Swords. Okay. Yeah. This this Seven of Cups with this Eight of Swords, their biggest fear is they're afraid of becoming someone that they don't want to become. And this is all illusion again. But it's also patterns that are repeating, because these fish are reminding me of Pisces, and like Pisces like goes through, the feeling of that is like the process of like going through repeating patterns until you catch it. And you're like, you catch the fish that was the one that you needed to find, and things like that. And I feel like you are that fish that they've caught, okay? And with that now, it's like there's all these things coming up. So just really, I think here, you need to sort of get a little bit more into understanding this person, because the reflection that they are showing isn't the true them, okay? And they feel like very much like they don't know what to say. Okay, that is the vibe I get with this group. Yeah. 10 of Cups. The thing about this 10 of Cups for me is like the two children. I don't really pick this card up as like a family kind of vibe. Not sure. Maybe you have kids and this is what they don't like. It's just, I don't know what about this 10 of Cups for me is very accepting. It's just so accepting because of the rainbow flag, and it's like, I just love. And again, there's that gay vibe right underneath those lovers, the two ladies. Okay, so it's just there's something about that. But with these two kids in the background, it's like you make them feel like a little kid again. Okay, and I'm not sure if this has been a separation for some people for some time, but that might be why this Sun card was reversed. It's like they've realized now that you are the light of their life, and whenever they're with you, everything is fun, everything is easy. Okay, easy breezy, I'm hearing, because I think that there's something about this with the beach and everything. Just it's like going down by the beach, having a little bit of a breeze, having a little bit of fun, light-hearted love. Light-hearted love, but is it really? I don't think so. Truly now at the core, what's going on? Truly at the core, what is happening? Last card. The Magician. Cinderella, you found your Prince Charming, or princess. Okay, she's just giving off that vibe. Fairy godmother, okay? So, if the shoe fits, don't run away. The one that got away. Jesus, so many songs are coming in for you. I don't even like Katy Perry, but that one came in. Okay, so I hope that this was fun, entertaining, or a little bit helpful in some way. Thank you so much, group number 1, and I will see you next time. Au revoir. I don't know what language that is, but see you later. Okay. Hello, hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. So, first things first, I'm using this deck. I've mixed a couple of my favorite decks. I do this every now and again. I get 3 decks that I really have been loving, and I mix them all together, and that's how I work with them. So I actually have them separated into different things, because depending on where I want to go with this reading today, I will ask, like, I'll explain. These are all the major arcanas in here. And then if I have to ask a specific question about you or them, these are all the court cards, and etc, etc. These are all the cups. So, but I say I'm going to organize. I like to organize, and then I don't like to do the actual thing. So I just go with what my intuition does. But yeah, that's a cool little thing to do. I just wanted to say that because today my head, I was just like thinking about stupidest things, and I was like, I couldn't get myself to like focus on one thing. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go and do that thing that I always do with my tarot cards. So I wanted to say that because it's like kind of a meditative thing to do, because when your mind is going crazy and you don't feel like meditating, you need to do something physical, active, that requires zero thought. It's sort of automatic, like robot kind of vibes. So that is a fun little thing to do, because your mind's constantly thinking on like organizing the cards. So that's a little tip I wanted to share for anyone that cares. Because I shared it with group number 1. I was like, okay, now I'm gonna have to say it to the rest of the groups. Fuck's sake. I'm joking. Right. Let us go. We'll go with this first. I'm going to pull a few majors, and then we'll navigate our way through that. So what are they thinking right now? What's going on? The first card we have is the Star. Probably one of my favorite Star cards. When I see this, it's like the cosmic. I always, when I see that card straight away, I hear the cosmic womb, and that is the umbilical cord. That connection there. Do you see that? That is the umbilical cord. So definitely the first thing here that we're getting is that this person feels like they are so connected to you, that, and there's a little mushroom there as well. So as above, so below, because mushrooms connect through the ground, stars connect us to the universe, etc. Okay, so there's just this really deep feeling of the person has finally come. That's what they think. Man, group number 1 was like intense in its own way. The Empress? Okay. I don't know if they think that about you. Is that you or them? You, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. They're proud of you. They're proud of what you've built for yourself. Okay. That's good. They really think that you got your shit together, and you're not all up in the stars, actually. Because look at the little stars there above her head. Okay. The little stars above this Empress's head, and it's like, even though we have the star card, there's something about this connection that is not airy-fairy. It's not you're my soulmate kind of vibe, which I'm all for that, because that shit grinds my gears sometimes, depending on the people who talk about it. Okay, so definitely you are very they're very impressed by what you've built for yourself. Well, oh my god, is this a power couple or what? And now I have the Emperor. I don't know where this is coming from. I heard you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. There's a little like, I don't know if you can see it on camera. There's a little, in this card, there's like a little clairaudient message coming here. And if you put those two cards together, which are beside each other, it's like, it's coming down here and it's going up and it's going down. There's something very, very, I do feel this, guys. Jesus Christ. It's so really difficult for you because there is a knowing within this person that I don't know if this is coming off obsessive. Could be, because I don't know. I'm reading you group number 2. I'm picking up on things that you have picked up on, because that is the way I'm kind of feeling with this, with readings. That's why I read. So I'm picking up, this is like coming from you. Okay, so it's not necessarily all like true, because this is general. I can only read generally. But if you have been feeling like this, it's just this like, I'm seeing like, it's like, you know, like, what do you call those? You know when they join like flowers like this, like those wedding flowers? It's just like it goes through this like little dip and then it's back up and it's dip and back up. It's kind of like that. It's like there's something about it that's easy for them. And they know sort of how, they know what move to play next. Because with this Emperor, he's holding a chess piece. And that is what it is. It's like you sort of get each other in that sense of like, I know what to do next. I know how to get you to, you know, do, oh, Hierophant. Okay, I know how to work with you. You're an Empress, but I know how to play you. And I don't like to say that, but there's something a little sexual towards that. Chariot. Okay, I'm sorry. Now I'm sorry, guys. Oh, they're not ruining the party, but it's just like I have to say this for some people. The Chariot. This Chariot card for me, it's like on like a soul level, they sometimes feel like you both are you're both moving too fast. Not just them, both of you. So you're sort of moving too fast for what you're comfortable with. Okay, because there is this sort of needingness, like you feel like they feel like they need you. There is a little bit of codependency here, but I don't feel like it's bad. I don't know where it's coming from. Is it coming from you or them or both? You don't need them. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles doesn't need them. And I think that oh, what's popping out? The Lovers. Yeah, I feel like you don't, on a wider scale here, you don't actually need them. And you sometimes do feel like they're a little, they might think that they're the Emperor, and they do, but you're the Empress, and you're above them, because in this tarot spread, you are actually above them. So, let them be the way they want to be, and they think they know how to play you, but really, what games you playing here, boy? Or girl, I don't know. But yeah, you're doing your thing, you're working, you're busy, you have your back turned. Okay, so that is something, I don't know what is going on right now, but with this energy, it sort of feels like they, with the Empress there as well, they feel like you focus a lot, you're focused on your work, you're passionate about, like, you're passionate about what you wear as well. And I think that that's something that they're like a little bit like worried about, because I do not get the vibe here that you're materialistic. I think that you appreciate the right things for you. Okay, that is very specifically coming in here, because just with that Empress card with the stars, I feel like you just know what you want. You're very aligned in the things with how you want to like go towards things. That's what I'm getting, and that is like a little rainbow of clarification with the pentacles above her head. Okay, you do. This reminds me of my friend. You do, you know, you have all your witchy gear there. You know, you have your little desk. Okay, you focus a lot on your work, and you're very good at it. Okay, well, the Knight of Coins came up. Not also this as well. Page of Wands. I get the feeling here that they sometimes feel that they're not. They think that they're not good enough in some shape or form. They feel like with this Page of Wands, they don't know. They kind of have a lot of hints. Let's call it hints towards like what could, you know, potentially be a good fit for them in regards to like moving forward with what they want to do with their life. But they don't want to talk about it, I don't think, with you, because they don't want you to. It's weird. It's like they don't want you to know where they're going or what their next step is. Okay, because I kind of get that feeling with that Emperor, like they think they know what you want, but what you want is not what you care about. If that makes sense. Okay, but we have Ace of Cups here. I think they're slowly falling for you. Or they were, sorry. Because in the position that this is in, and that's that thing again that I'm seeing. I'm not sure if I talked about this in this group, but I was seeing it in one of the groups, either with group 1 or group 2, the little thing. Oh, it was this group. Oh my god, and it's connecting to the star, the Emperor. Okay, it is this group, because now I'm looking, sorry. I went and took a little break, because the camera needed some cooling down. Ace of Cups. So it's like it started off kind of like very airy-fairy, got a little bit more grounded, and now it's like they realize that they did really, really like you, or they do really, really like you. I'm not sure. It's just my guides are giving me kind of not fully secure energy just because of the cards that I've pulled in here. With that Knight of Pentacles. I'm not 100% sure if it's like the right fit for them right now. They might think it is, but I'm not sure. What would they want to say to you if they could? Oh, Ace of Swords. They don't know what to say. They don't know what the next step is. Okay, so this is like a stairway up to the mind. They don't really know what the next step take. They don't know how to get into your head. And honestly, I don't feel like that is anything manipulative. It's not that they're trying to get into your head. They just don't know how you work. They don't know how you function. And that's okay. That's all good. Because do we really need to know that? I'm hearing, especially with you, it's like it's not that you need them to know how you work. It's just you need them to ask you a little bit of like advice, or you want something from that. Yeah, Ace of Wands. There's no passion with you don't understand, like, where do you fit in my life? Like, sounds kind of harsh, but that's what I get, and I think that they've picked up on that. They're like, I see where you're going with your life. I see where you're going with what you want to do, but now I need to figure out what I want to do. This card for me is like they're still quite happy with their life. They're like, everything's good with them. I'm getting, but at the same time, they don't know what it is for them that they should be doing. 10 of Cups. Oh, you see, sorry. This card's so weird. It's like these mermaids coming up from the ocean, and they're not very attractive. Let me just tell you that. Not very attractive. There's just something that they have to figure out here, because there's a lot of things that they need to realize from higher up about wanting to get married, wanting to settle down. It's not actually, I feel, for them, it's not something that is like written in the stars, but it's something that they're so passionate about. Love, falling in love, having that fucking romantic storyline life. That is something that they're so passionate, and they really truly want that for themselves. But let's just pull the last card. What is these sirens? What's the song that's really being sung here? And hopefully I will get a little song in my head, because group number 1. We have the Queen of Swords. They want someone who is all love and light. Not even that. I don't think that that's a thing that they would say. They want someone that is like able to tell them like it is, but at the same time they're not ready for it, which is kind of a tricky situation, because like what yeah, that's why that 10 of Cups is for me feeling a little bit like, yes, you want this, but until you get to the point where you're able to be ready for that, stop wanting it. Want yourself first. I think that's what you realize. It's like you need to want to accept who you are. Okay? So that's what I'm getting. It's like you need to accept who you are as a person, and I think that that's coming from you, and I feel like you know that. You need to figure out who are you? Who are you? What is it about you that makes you you? Okay? Because I'm just hearing like it seems like you don't have a clue who you are. And that's the vibe I'm getting. And like that is like, obviously it's kind of harsh, but that's Queen of Swords energy in this case. It's like, you don't need to impress me. You don't need to impress me. Stop trying to impress me. Like, this isn't a game to me. It's not a game. And it's funny because when I talked about that Emperor he's like, you know, has the chess piece. It's like, sit back down. Sit back down, boy, girl, whatever. And let's get real. Reality is that not everything is a Disney movie. Because Ursula can come up from the ocean and be like, I'm gonna steal your man. Or, I don't know, I actually never watched The Little Mermaid, but I know Ursula is like, she's the tentacle lady with like, you know, just makes me feel claustrophobic thinking about her. And I think that that is what it is, to be honest here. It's that sometimes things can get choky. You can feel choked up, you can feel stuck. But you want them to show you that that is what's going on. You don't want them to fake it till they make it, kind of thing. So, I hope that that helped group number 2. And yeah, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a little comment down below because I like to know that it made sense for somebody. And yeah, I will see you next time in the future. Goodbye. Okay, hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. So, a little thing I have to mention because I mentioned it to all the other groups is I have a deck here today. I've mixed all the tarot with 3 different decks. I like to do this sometimes as a little like meditative practice, because sometimes you don't always want to meditate. Let's just be fucking real here. And it's usually whenever I feel like my mind is going in all different tangents and I'm like, okay, you need to control that. And then when I try and meditate, it doesn't help because it makes it worse because I'm very visual. So I start to see things and I'm like, okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes seeing things all the time doesn't always help you. There's balance in every part of your life. And that also comes with consequences when you are someone who is a little bit more visual psychically. So what I like to do is put all the tarot decks together in different ways. So you can mix and match this however you please. The way I've done it today is major arcanas, court cards, and then all of the elements. Okay, so let us get into the reading. I'm hearing working 9 to 5. What a way to pay a living. I don't know the words. What a way to make a living. The moon. I like this moon card because it's got a bridge. It can be a little bit confusing for a longer, it depends. When I see this card, I always think on, recently, because I only got this deck new, there's a forest in the background as well. And even though there's a bridge there, there's still a forest on the other side. So on the other side of things, there is still a little bit of like darkness. So there is still a little bit of like, okay, yes, you've come to this part of the forest where there's a river and things are flowing again, but maybe you need to keep moving. So that's the first thing that I'm getting with this person that you're thinking on, is even though the things are a little confusing for them, I'm not sure if you're picking that up, even though things are a little confusing for them, there's still more to discover. And to be honest, that's the case with life in general. There's more, there's always more. But it's just like they're getting a break. They're getting like this little bit of illusion, because that's what the moon card sort of signifies. Group number 3. Sometimes, like, the way that I feel about this is like sometimes there's always change. Things change with this person. And you see the slight glimpse of like success. Then they move into another dark forest. And you just truly have to know that you, in this time frame, they just need you to be there. You don't need to be invested. Hanged Man, Jesus motherfucking. Okay, Hanged Man. In this one is like they are sort of creating their own meaning, because in this card she is dipping down there. She's creating sigils, which is, in a way, sigils can be a great thing if you know about witchcraft. Sigils can be a great thing, making up your own meaning towards something. Someone can see an apple and see it as a fruit. Or, if you're quite spiritual, you can see an apple and you can take it like Adam and Eve and whatever. Whatever way your mind goes. Sorry, there is cards on the floor. I feel like they have been dipping into the meaning of life, the meaning of what this is all about, how to find balance in their life, how to realize that sometimes things are not fair, which is really, really good. And I think that they need this time to really understand that. That's the first thing I'm getting. I'm just really interested because I want to see what card I want to pull above this because of the way. So whatever is above this is what they are hanging in for, because it's to do with their soul purpose, I'm hearing. Oh, the Lover's reversed. Oh, okay. They don't know, I'm sorry to say this, but ain't no time for sugarcoating on here. The Lover's reversed. What they're thinking right now is like, they don't know if you're good for them. They're not sure about that yet. Because, now this doesn't mean that you aren't good for them, because the moon card is there. The moon card is there to sort of snakes. Sorry, there's snakes here in this card at the top. We're there. They are being asked to shed the old self. Now, during that process of shedding the old self, they sort of need to now start thinking about, okay, if it isn't good for you, then what is good for you? I'm hearing like, I've been stabbed in the back. Yes. I've been stabbed in the back and I don't know how to move forward. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling depressed. This was so good. Everything was going great. But I don't know how to come back from this. And that is, to be honest, with the Five of Cups, it's like, come on. When the Five of Cups comes up for me, it's like, get it together. Get it together. It's not that bad. Five of Cups for me sort of is like a link between the Ten of Swords reversed. Ten of Swords reversed is like, it's not that bad. And that's the same vibe I'm getting here. It's like, it's not that bad. The World reversed. They're looking too much into that this means something. What does this mean? What does this mean now going forward for me? What does it mean for me? Blah, 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 blah. So it's not that I am saying that this person is so focused on themselves, and that is not, I just want to make that clear that when people are focused on themselves, reading energy wise, it's just what I'm reading right now. It does not mean that they're always focused on themselves. So don't twist it in that way, I'm hearing. But because the snakes are there in this card, in the Lover's card, it's sort of showing me that this is a shedding of the old. Okay, so they're shedding something. So this is why it might be a little bit difficult for you to understand who they are as a person, because you're actually seeing a new version of them come forward to the front. That new version of them that is coming to the front is presenting itself in a way that you don't understand, or it's not familiar to you. Wow. Group number 3. What's happening in their world right now? In their physical world? What is it that maybe they are walking away from? 9 of Coins? They're doing quite good for themselves. I don't know what. Okay. This has sabotage energy in it. They're self-sabotaging. 9 of Coins here. It's like they have half of a watermelon. And they want the full watermelon. But like it's not having it all. That is not what happiness is. They're really focused on the process of like what is next for you and them in this relationship. If this is a relationship, just as this connection goes forward, it's like I'm getting this with all of, well, I don't know if all of the groups, okay, I forget group number 1, but with group number 2 as well, it was kind of like they wanted to impress. They wanted to really like show up and like be the full version of themselves, which unfortunately I think that they need to learn a little thing or two about abundance blockages, okay, because that is what I'm getting. Yeah, 8 of Coins reversed. They're not putting in enough effort in the first place. They're not putting in enough effort. 8 of Coins is in this deck, or in this card. Sometimes in life we need to do the things that require a lot of our effort, a lot of our time and energy physically. And I don't think that these people, this group, I don't think that the person that you're thinking on, I don't think that they put in their 110%. They put in more of their 90%. It's not that they're not trying, it's just like that sometimes they can't always be what you want them to be. Now we got a little bit of calling out for you, my guys are saying. So why is that coming up? Girl. Girlfriend. 10 of Pentacles. I think you have your standards a little bit too high, but that is not. I'm not saying that that's your problem. And I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that your standards are like, get it together, because I am ready for an abundant life. And that is okay, and that's perfect. That's what we all want. Reality says different. You plan, God throws in some challenges along the way, okay? So it's like just sort of walking away a little bit from that. If you have no interest, then click off. But if you're like, you know yourself and this is what you want, and you're not going to settle for anything less, then that's okay. But as well, life is about not always, when you're at the finish line, I'm thinking on a marathon right now. You get to the finish line, it's like, that was so amazing, like I completed it. And you get this euphoric, like, adrenaline rush of like, oh my God. But we never really, like, that is that's not really the the thing that we talk about. The thing that we talk about is the struggles that we went through on the way through the marathon, where you nearly passed out, you nearly got sick, it was all of this. And it's like, we do, as humans, we do think about the struggles. So I just want to make that clear for you. And I'm not saying that I'm not in this group. I just don't feel like anybody is, there's nothing toxic about this. It's the feeling of, am I toxic, is the question that I have to ask. Six of Coins. There's a little Eskimo lady with a little wolf in the background. Do I feel anything about... Oh, and there's... Okay, I feel that. There's beetles. And when I'm thinking on these beetles, I'm thinking on cockroaches and being crushed. And these cockroaches... I always heard this thing, when you crush a cockroach, they like lay eggs and then they spread. I think that you're just not ready to spread. Oh, they're getting that vibe. They're not getting... They feel like they want you to be stable on your own before they can share, or before you can share with them. That's what I'm getting. My camera is flashing because it heats up. So I'm going to pause this and I'll come back in a second. Thank you very much. Okay, so I've pulled a few cards more. I just wanted to finish it off with a few things. I feel like I'm hearing, we've talked about this before, like, what are you doing? What are you doing that is going to help you move forward? Because the waves, the waves in this card, I feel like there's a change in the tide. There's a change in the direction of this whole scenario of, like, the conversation just was like, okay, a little bit like, I need you to focus on what's important to you. Because I have over here 9 of Cups. I do get the feeling that you pick up from them, or if you haven't been picking up from them, this is what they are feeling towards you. Is like, there's this deep feeling of that you could do some... I feel like they would love to, like, build something with you. Okay, just because of, in the background of that card, there's like these cups in the background. Okay. And with that, it's like, they would love to, like, decorate a home with you. They would like to build something with you that makes them feel accepted. Because the 9 of Cups, with everything else that it's lined up with, it is a dream. But is that dream sustainable? Can that dream be worked upon? That's the question that I get with this group. Because above it, we have the 2 of Cups reversed. So I feel like they're afraid to take it. I'm not sure if they're like, I mean, I'm not sure how far this conversation has went. And if it is a friendship, because I didn't really clarify, if I was kind of feeling more into, like, relationship stuff. But 2 of Cups reversed is like, we don't really match up sometimes. That's what the person is thinking. We don't really match up as, like, the perfect combination. But does that matter? Is the question. Does it actually matter that we don't, like, always agree on the same things? And to be honest, that doesn't matter. In my eyes, that doesn't matter at all. In a relationship, it doesn't. And I know people are always like, oh, you need to be their best friend first before, you know, you can create some... No, baby, everybody is different. Every relationship is different, and it has its own way of showing up in life. And sometimes you just need someone to be devil's advocate. Okay, so that's what I'm getting with this. It's like, this is the thing that they need to grasp. Is like, we don't need to be doing everything together always, and that is sometimes very important to people. However, I'm a very, like, flexible kind of person when it comes to advice, and I think that that's the way everybody should be. Is that there's not only one thing that fits all. There's so many different elements to people. Otherwise, what is the point in life? If everybody just listen to one piece of advice, what would be the point in that? I'll pull a clarifier. Just because to be honest, this group for me feels like, I'm not going to say it, but I will. There are karmic things that need to be learned with them, but I don't believe a blessing on your day. So, what happened today? Because with that card, I have to really think about it. What happened today? What did you receive from the earth? What did you receive from nature? Is there anything on your day when you were outside that you picked up on that is trying to tell you a little bit more about what you want? Because it's not only showing up for them, it's showing up for you as well. So that is something. Believing in yourself. Believing in that you are able to make this, the moon reversed. Believing in that you're able to make this whole illusion or this whole fantasy become a reality. Because the moon reverse for me is, in this case, is what that is. It's like, this isn't just something that is not new knowledge to you. You've already, this is, I don't always pick reversals up like that, but because of what I've been saying, that's how it's sort of coming across. It's like, this isn't something, and we now have the High Priestess reversed. This is not new knowledge to you. So you already know a lot of the things that I'm saying about this person. And that's the magic in this. It's like, you're sort of ahead of the game, but being ahead of the game isn't always a blessing. So maybe with nearing their final breath has a connection in etymology to the soul. Is this soul connection right for you? That's for you to decide. And that's all I'm going to say. So, thank you so much for watching group number 3, and I hope this helped. This was a little bit deeper than the rest, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye.